On a calm morning in Liverpool, a gentle breeze coming from the River Mersey passed through the quiet streets of Anfield, carrying away the echoes of emotions that had filled the hearts of Liverpool fans. The windows of houses were slightly open. People were walking slowly to work, but in their hearts, there was something big being talked about. The news that had broken only hours earlier had completely changed how fans viewed the future of their team. Marc Guehi had officially been signed by Liverpool. This was not ordinary news. It was a story that would be written into the history of the club as another major step in rebuilding a strong defensive wall, one that would help Liverpool return to the highest level of European football. On social media, on the radio, and on television, the name Marc Guehi was on everyone's lips. Fans spoke with excitement, analysts discussed why he was the right choice, and journalists wrote that Liverpool had made a smart and strategic move. Marc Guehi was one of the young players who had truly stood out in the Premier League. He had built a strong reputation at Crystal Palace, where he had become a pillar of their defence. His high-level performances, strength in duels, ability to read the game, and intelligence in distributing the ball had made him one of the most sought-after defenders in England. Liverpool were not the only club interested in him, but they were the ones who managed to win the race for his signature. At Liverpool's headquarters, on the Sunday night before the announcement was made public, there was a special atmosphere. The club's executives were gathered together, papers spread across the table, phones constantly ringing, and information moving back and forth between Liverpool, Marc Guehi's representatives, and Crystal Palace. These were the final moments of negotiations that had taken a long time. Each side had its own goal. Crystal Palace wanted a fair price for their valuable player, while Liverpool wanted a key figure for their long-term project. When the final signatures were placed on the contract, there was a brief moment of silence, as if everyone was realising that something big had just been written into history. Marc Guehi, a young man who had grown up dreaming of playing at the highest level, had reached a moment where some of his dreams were becoming reality. Joining Liverpool was not just a transfer to another club, it was a move into history, culture, and a family of fans whose love for their team is truly extraordinary. In his departure from Crystal Palace, Guehi left behind an impressive legacy. He had helped the club remain competitive in the Premier League, making it difficult for even the strongest attacking teams to find easy ways to score. At times, he had worn the captain's armband, showing that despite his young age, he possessed leadership qualities. All of this convinced Liverpool that he was a player ready to take on major responsibilities at the highest level. At the Kirkby training ground where Liverpool carry out their daily sessions, the coaching staff had spent days analysing videos of Marc Guehi. They studied how he handled pressure, how he could play in a high defensive line, and how he might blend with his new teammates. The head coach saw in Guehi a player who could step straight into the first team without needing much time to adapt. His intelligence, strength, and winning mentality perfectly matched the qualities Liverpool look for in their players. The fans had already begun to see him as one of their own. Images of him wearing Liverpool's red shirt spread rapidly across social media within hours. People wrote messages of praise, saying this was a major step toward rebuilding a defence worthy of Liverpool's name. Others called Marc Guehi the new wall of Anfield, a player who would help restore belief in winning major trophies. Marc Guehi himself, in his first message after signing for Liverpool, said he felt it was an incredible opportunity. He explained that he had grown up watching Liverpool as a historic club, known for passion and intensity, and that wearing the red shirt was something he did not take lightly. He emphasised that he had come with the goal of giving everything, helping the team win, and writing his name into the history of this great club. From that day on, Marc Guehi's story at Liverpool was not just about a single moment, but the beginning of a long journey. A journey that would include joy, challenges, victories, and difficult times. But one thing was already clear. Liverpool had once again made a smart move in the transfer market, a move that delighted their fans and brought new hope for the future of the club.